The series finale of Bad Batch was just released, and I gotta say, for Bad Batch Season 3, when they were on plot, it was some top tier Star Wars. Bad Batch just finished, and it is about a rogue group of clones who takes place right after the Clone Wars and how they adapted to their new world. And I gotta say, when they were on plot, this show is so good, and season 3 is no exception. They did a great job with these characters, and when this show came out, you've heard us say this time and time again that this really wasn't something we thought we wanted, but when this show was on it, it was really on it, and it gave us a nice conclusion to the Clone Wars era. I mean, I don't think we're ever coming back to the Clone Wars era except for like Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire sort of shows. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. But I think they're kind of done with this sort of era, and I think this is a great conclusion to it. And just jumping into season 3, overall it was pretty good. Starting off with the bad, there are a few filler episodes, and the filler episodes are less than ideal. Some of them are pretty bad and downright illogical. It did give time to help the characters get used to each other, as we do have Crosshairs joining the batch again, and for everyone to get along. But I wish we didn't have as much filler. And there are even some episodes that seemed like it was plot, but it turned out to be filler in terms of the season. But I'll get in a little bit into that a little bit more later on, as I have a couple of theories going off of this. But this season really gave Omega and Crosshairs the spotlight, and I think Omega may be my favorite character. I mean, I didn't like her much in season one. She's starting to grow on me in season two, but season three is where she really shines. I think the actress did an amazing job, and I think the character was really well done. Her episodes, because she had a lot where it was just her, were amazing, and she had a great character arc throughout the entire series. And I think this is just a really good conclusion to that. I really liked how she interacts with the other kids in this show, and especially towards the last four episodes, I think she really stands out. And I'm gonna mend that a little bit. Even the first three episodes are terrific, and she was amazing with that. And as I said, Crosshairs is one of my favorite characters. He was my favorite character in Bad Batch from Clone Wars Season 7, and I was really disappointed when he turned traitor, which, I mean, it makes sense. But I'm glad they gave him the redemption arc, because I am such a sucker for a redemption arc. They are so good, and his was no exception. It was really good. I liked how they dealt with trauma, even though they never really quite dealt with it, which is a little frustrating. He had, like, in the beginning, you saw his hand shake, and they never stopped shaking, even though most of it was psychosomatic. But it is what it is. I really liked him. I liked how we got to see the entire Bad Batch again, except for Tech. Rest in peace, Tech. Which they never really addressed towards the beginning of the season. They kind of just skipped past that. But it was nice seeing Wrecker, Hunter, and Crosshair together, because it really did feel just right. It felt just right. And they did such a good job, and T. Bradley Baker deserves a very nice vacation. He's been doing the voices of the clones since like 2007 in the first Clone Wars movie. He hasn't stopped since. I mean, he is what carried this show, in my opinion. Without him and his voices, this show would not go anywhere, because he gave the Bad Batch a very each character their own unique feel and personality with just his voice. And if you didn't know better, you couldn't even tell that was all one person. So he did an amazing job. He deserves such a long vacation. Go chill out on a beach somewhere and just relax. I will say, for the finale, I am very grateful it was 50 minutes long, because it really needed to be 50 minutes, and I'm so happy about it. But also, speaking of which, that finale and how the show ended was not at all I expected. I expected a very different ending. I won't go much into what I expected, because I don't want to spoil it, but I expected a very different ending. That doesn't mean I'm not happy with what we got. I think we got a really satisfying conclusion, and it was a bit open ended. And this is kind of what I was alluding to earlier, and I guess there's some minor spoilers up ahead, is we are more than likely going to see Omega again. As with any other Clone Wars show, with Clone Wars Rebels and now this, they have continued the trend of doing a flash forward right at the very end of the show. So we do have a flash forward and see where Omega ends up. And of course, as it's Star Wars, ends up in the rebellion. And I'm convinced we're going to see her again. Especially since we had a few arcs with her that have yet to be paid off from season 3 that were almost all but confirmed to see her in live action with Mandalorian just because they need to finish those arcs. If not, then, like I said earlier, those episodes that seem like plot were just filler. But I really do hope to see her again because I do think she can really help, especially against Thrawn, since she was there since before the Clone Wars. And as I said, she's one of my favorite characters, and she's so much fun to see. I think seeing her in live action will be very cool. I think they may have to go with a different actress, though. So I don't think the actress they have voicing her fits the look. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think Omega is going to be returning, and if so, who would you cast as Omega? Because, like I said, they're going to need someone new, but it's going to be hard to find that Australian accent in space. And the villain of this season and last season as well, Dr. Hemlock, I think was amazing. The voice actor did such a great job. He was very creepy, cold, and calculating, and I really like that. I like intellectual characters. And I also liked the air of superiority and also fear at the same time, because he was very afraid of the Empire, of just becoming worthless and his work no longer being of value. And I liked seeing that transition as everything went on. And even towards the end, when everything did kind of blow up in his face, how he reacted. And I like the character. I really like villains, and Dr. Hemlock is no exception. So with Bad Batch ending, what do you guys think Star Wars is going to do next? 'Cause we do have Tales of the Empire coming up, which we'll have a review out on Monday, maybe Tuesday. But they're probably not going to come back to the Clone Wars era because they've done pretty much everything they can. Given we said that before, so we could easily be wrong, but besides Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire, and stories along those lines, where it's just filling in small pieces, where do you think their next show is going to fill in next? Like, what sort of animated show would you guys like to see next? Do you guys want to see them fill in more stuff from like the Luke Skywalker era? Do you guys want more Clone Wars? I know I really want like the High Republic, and I think doing an animated of that would be amazing. I know we're getting the Alkalite, but like even before that with the origins of the Jedi and the Sith, I think would be really cool. But what sort of animated show do you want Star Wars to do next? Because there is really no end to Star Wars. I really still think it hasn't peaked yet. I think the popularity of Star Wars is only going to increase. I mean, the amount of money they make every year, especially just off of merchandise, there's no stopping it. I do hope they continue making new projects. So let me know in the comments, what animated project do you want to see next? I think they could do a lot of fun stuff. And Bad Batch was I think, a good way to wrap up Clone Wars. I don't think we ever need to go back. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you could check out this video right up here. And let me know what you thought about Bad Batch Season 3, and I'll see you guys next time.